I'm really excited to introduce a friend today who specializes in a body part that all females want, even guys. Comso calls him the Glute Whisperer. Hi, this is Mimi Bonnie, and I have here with me Ryan Anthony.
How's it going? What's up, everybody?
So Ryan, I think a lot of people know you as the Glute Whisperer. It was not only in Comso, but also other publications.
Yeah, there was it was in Harper's Bazaar, Red Book, and Elle as well.
That's amazing. Yeah. So for the people who've watched my YouTube way back, Ryan was actually the winner of my butt challenge. So he definitely knows a thing or two. So Ryan, please tell us, how did you become such an expert at helping people grow their butts?
Well, I guess it all started, I was always such a scrawny kid growing up, and I was always told, oh my God, you have a bony booty. So I kind of wanted to change that. So once I started, I guess, putting on size and mass, people started complimenting, oh, you have a great butt. Oh, you have a great butt. Oh, you have a great butt. And then I started working at Equinox, and I still continue just to focus on that. I follow like a lot of people like Brett Contreras, because he's a boot guy, a booty guy as well, the boot guy. But then one of the writers came in, and she wanted to know how to grow a butt, and we did 3 weeks, and the transformation was amazing. And
oh my God, I need to know your secrets. So what would you say? I should have really asked you more when you won our challenge. But what would you say are the 3 biggest mistakes that people do when it comes to glute training?
I would say one of the 3 biggest mistakes is improper form. A lot of people think, oh, all you got to do is squat and you're good. And the last one I would say is they don't engage it at all. Like they don't know how to fire the glute. Mm-hmm. I would probably say those are the 3 major ones.
Okay. So is improper form and not firing the glutes, is that kind of the same thing, or how is that different?
Well, people can have the form, but a lot of people, like, they don't know how to really engage the hip, like lock the hips forward. Some people, like I see that a lot of people when I tell them, okay, let's work on the deadlift, this is how it goes, I demonstrate it for them, half of them still just don't really fire those glutes. They sort of pick up and lift, but they don't engage and lock the hips like where you're supposed to and really engage in that. So
you're mentioning hip locking. Is that a certain movement that's specific to growing your glutes?
Well, I mean, that's how you get it to fire. You want to just lock that posterior chain in, and a lot of people just think, oh, I'm gonna squat, and if I go ass to grass, then bam. No, that's still more quad dominant. It's more about hinging just slightly, getting that booty out and back, and then locking it all the way back up.
That's very interesting. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that would be great. So yeah, I'm actually going to ask you to do that at the end. So, and then you mentioned that squats are not
well, it's not the only thing. Like, and again, it's a certain form and how you want to do the squats to actually engage the glutes. When I know people who go ass to grass, that's still, it's good. I mean, that means they have that range, but in squatting, you don't have to go down ass to grass. If you just kind of get it parallel or just slightly below, that's when you're firing in the glutes.
It's really the small little techniques that make a difference in how you grow the glutes, and not just a certain exercise.
Yeah, and it's a mixture of body weight. You can see it lifted and toned just by doing body weight, but again, it's just changing the tempo, changing the cadence of the exercise. But then also, you want to also pick up, I don't want to say heavy, but pick up a weight that's challenging to you as well. I mean, it's a mixture of it all. But I mean, I've helped people do it, which is body weight, and I've also helped people do it with a mix, and then I've helped people do it with all weight.
That's interesting. I think a lot of people don't realize that you can grow your glutes with just body weight.
Yeah, I mean, body weight now is something I guess it's a form that is slowly starting to grow more and more. Because there's a lot of people who don't have gyms or can't afford the membership, so they make the excuse like, well, I can't do anything. But really, you can.
So you said one of your clients was able to dramatically transform their glutes in 3 weeks?
Yes. And we were meeting together two days of the week, and the whole hour was all booty. And it was like I do supersets and trisets, and just focusing on each muscle of the butt.
That's so awesome. I want to hire you. So in terms of exercises, what are your top 3 favorite glute exercises?
Okay. One of the top 3 favorite glute exercises, I would say, would be the deadlift.
Really? Deadlifts over hip thrusts?
Well, that's, I was going to say hip thrust next.
Okay.
But yeah, the deadlift, hip thrust, and probably a combination of different glute bridges.
Okay. I only said that because that's how he won our butt challenge. But wait, I'm really curious though. So you would recommend, or you prefer deadlifts for building your glutes over hip thrusts?
No, I don't prefer deadlifts, but that's, I would say it's in there, like deadlifting, because the trick about a booty and getting that shelf is like you really want to work the the hamstring to glute separation, so the bottom part, and then you also want to work on that top part, the one that's like the hardest to get, which that's really what the glute bridges do. And then where you get the meat is, with the hip thrusts, and even like hill sprints are something that people do, because I mean you see athletes who, the sprinters especially, like they
The sprinters have such amazing butts.
and that's all naturally because it's just from the sprinting. But the thing is if you tighten the bottom and the top, that's gonna squeeze everything together and get you that big old shelf that you want.
Okay. We should do another butt challenge. So I'm going to actually ask you to do some demonstrations for us today. And before we get into that, where can people find out more about you and get in contact with you and get trained by you?
You can reach Ryan via his email that's shown below. All of his information is also in my description below. Make sure you follow him on Instagram, and definitely make sure you check out the link to his butt workout article on Elle.
So Ryan, what are you showing us here?
All right, this is one of the moves I do as a finisher. Like after I've done a whole day on booty, this is like what I do to finish it off. So you'll take either a pillow, a Bosu ball, just something that's cushioned and elevated. You're gonna get your feet together. You want the booty as close to the feet as possible. And then we're just going to bridge up and back down. The butt should be the last thing that comes to the ground. And you do about 15 of these 3 times, you're definitely gonna feel it.
Nice. I can already tell.
Yeah.
That's a major glute burn right there.
Oh yeah. It's
So what
right now.
what part of the glutes does this work, or the whole thing?
This is working the min, and it's getting right into the top shelf here.
Okay. So in terms of people who don't speak glute, what does that mean?
Basically, you're getting some side booty and top booty.
Okay. Awesome.
Like
Love it.
Oh God, it's killing me right now. And I've only done like 10.
I love this. I'm totally incorporating this into my regimen.
Alex, come towards us. Move forward. Oh, no, the other way. All right, guys. Show your booty.
Woo! Yeah, Ryan wins.
Ryan is the winner.
Hope you guys learned a lot about building your booty today. Don't forget to subscribe, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.